Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are checking out this channel for the very first time, you definitely want to consider subscribing because I make awesome videos about the modeling industry that you guys are definitely going to enjoy. Okay, so you're interested in becoming a model and you've been applying to agencies all around, and now you're finally at that stage where maybe you've been approached by an agency and they ask you to come in for an interview. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to prepare for your interview with the modeling agency. And in the second part of the video, I'm going to break down some of the most common questions that the modeling agents might ask you and how to respond to those questions. So let's talk about what you guys need to do to prepare for your interview with the modeling agency. All right, guys, so some of these tips are going to be a no-brainer, but it's definitely worth calling out and stressing the importance of these tips. All right, so number one, you definitely want to show up early. And I know this is a no-brainer, but it's very important to make a good impression, make a good first impression on that modeling agency, because how you show up to that interview, they're thinking, okay, this is how this model is going to show up in front of their clients, right? So 15 minutes early is on time. Showing up on time is late. So keep that in mind. Secondly, what you want to do is dress the part. So you definitely want to dress like a model. Think about dressing like a blank canvas, right? So you're not going into this interview making a fashion statement. You don't want to wear excessive jewelry and additional accessories that you don't necessarily need. Just keep it simple. If you're a guy, black jeans, maybe some boots, maybe sneakers, fitted white t-shirts or fitted black t-shirts. Summertime, you could even do like a tank top or something like that. And if you're a female, also keep it simple. You want to show off your long legs, you want to show off your limbs. Try to think about doing like a tube top or a tank top, pair that with a fitted jeans. I actually have a video on this channel where I tell you guys how to dress like a model and how to prepare for going on a casting or go-see. So essentially, this is like how you want to dress when you're going to that interview with your modeling agency. You want them to see you as a model and see some of your best physical attributes and not be distracted by your fashion statements or whatever you might be wearing. The next tip is to keep your hair and makeup really simple if you're a female. For guys, you just want to make sure your face is clean, make sure your hair is well groomed. If you need to get a cut, get a fresh cut and show up to the agency looking fresh and clean. For ladies, try to keep your makeup very minimal. You don't want to, again, do something that's too distracting, no lipstick, just keep it nude and natural. Another tip is to try to pull your hair backwards so that way they can see more of your face. Okay, and then as a bonus, before you show up to the agency, make sure you guys are drinking your water, working out, trying to get your skin as clear as possible, because you don't want to get that last minute breakouts before you get to the agency, right? So, and it's always good practice in general. Just drink water, keep up with your personal fitness, and try to look and feel your best at all times. And then as you guys are going in for this model interview, you definitely want to have your portfolio book in hand if you have one. A good tip is to have your portfolio images loaded on an iPad, and that way you can just sort of like swipe through your images as you guys are talking with the agents. If you don't have a portfolio book, that's completely fine. If you're new to modeling, that's also fine as well. Just be prepared to maybe talk about some of your experiences being in front of the camera with the agency. And then of course, if you also have some Polaroids that you've taken before the meeting, it'll be a good idea to bring those to the meeting as well. If you don't, most of the time, the agency is going to request that they take some Polaroids of you. And even if you have pictures, a lot of agencies would actually still take Polaroids of you at the interview. And in my next tip, and this one is very important, be prepared to show your model walk. Because when you go in for that interview, they're gonna ask to see your walk, right? They're gonna take pictures of you most likely. They're gonna take profile pictures, head straight on pictures, full body pictures, close up of your face. So all of that has to be in points. But what's very important is having a strong, confident walk. And of course, most of the time you're gonna be doing this walk within the office space, right? So it's a very awkward shaped office space that you might have to walk through. So you're not gonna have a traditional straight down runway to do your model walk. However, sometimes they might take you in the hallway and that also works, or they might take you outside to see your walk. But wherever it is, make sure that your walk is on point, make sure you're strong, confident. Follow the tips on this channel. I've actually created several videos on how to improve your model walk. whether you're a male model or whether you're a female model. So definitely check those out. And then the last 2 tips, I'm gonna expand more on this on my next video. The last 2 tips is be prepared to answer the questions that are gonna come up during the interview. One being, tell me about yourself, right? So I'm gonna talk more about how to answer that question and some additional questions that you guys can expect. Also, you wanna come to that interview with your own set of questions as well, because you don't wanna just show up like, oh, I haven't really thought about this, or it's not that important to me. So you wanna show the agency that you're actually eager and interested in being represented by them. You're excited about becoming a model and actually working. So it's always good to have a set of questions in hand. And then lastly, for this interview, you can typically expect the interview to last anywhere from 20 minutes to 45 minutes. Chances are, once you meet with your main agents, who's gonna be your booker, that person would likely introduce you to other agents in other departments, just so they can kind of get a chance to meet you and then that way discuss you and get collective feedback. So yeah, guys, so follow these tips. This is how you prepare for a model interview with your agency. If you guys like this video, definitely give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to sub if you're watching for the first time. Stay tuned for the part 2 of this video where I'm gonna break down the interview questions and some of the questions that you guys should probably have in hand walking into that meeting with the agency. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.